Today we're planting out our forestry tubes. Now these guys are all native Australian plants, mainly eucalyptus trees, and we've got a few areas that we want to plant out. As you guys know, that we try to follow the permaculture principles for our farm, and the permaculture recommends that you plant out 80% of your property with trees. Now we're not committed to doing 80% because we want to graze animals and we want to use animals to regenerate the landscape, using cows to graze but not overgraze. So instead we're choosing small parts of our farm to plant out, and in this section here, the one with the pond, this is the water that comes out of our sheds where we have our pigs, our lambing ewes, our calves and our chickens. But we're planting out this area with firewood so we can continually harvest and replant it. So we've got a continuous supply of wood to cook with, to heat our house with, to heat our water with. We do have the forest all around us, which is lovely. And we can harvest wood from there, but it takes a lot of time to go find the right wood, fallen wood, dead wood. So we're just hoping that if we can grow it ourselves, that we will be self-sufficient in that way. And also we don't know if the forest will ever get closed off to firewood collection. It's a possibility, we don't know. So if we can be self-resilient and self-reliant in that aspect, then that's just another step forward for us. So yes, this little area will be a firewood area, nice and close to the woodsheds, and a bit of a screen because we've got the forest right there. And one day they are going to cut those pines down because that is, a pine plantation. So it'll be a little bit of a screen for that ugly when that gets cut, because that's not going to be very pretty when that gets harvested. It will regrow quite quickly, but it'll be a few years of ugly. So just a little bit of a screen, and then we've got some more eucalyptus that we're going to plant in another section. That's not going to happen today, but they'll be like our flowering gums, so bee food. Most of the flowering gums flower in winter, which is perfect because not much else flowers in winter, and it'll give the bees a much needed source of pollen and nectar. And they are absolutely gorgeous. I love flowering gums, so I'll be able to hopefully cut some of those and put them inside to make the house pretty as well, because who doesn't like some beautiful flowers? And natives are my absolute favourite. But before we can get planting, we've got a dead tree right there that we need to remove. That is a blackwood, so it's perfect firewood, and it is dead, so hopefully we can burn that this year. But we just need to drop it so it doesn't damage the seedlings for when it does fall over. We've noticed that quite a few trees have been down this winter with all the rain that we've had and the wind that we will be getting later on as well. There's just been a heap of trees down, and that's going to continue, so we don't want that to fall in here and damage all our plants. The tree's down. The chickens are going crazy. It's a nice bit of firewood in that. We ended up getting 30 trees in the ground today. We've got another 50 or so to go. I think we're done in this area, but we have another section that we want to plant out as well. We will have more flowering gums over there, more flowering plants as bee food, but we'll also have like a shelter belt there too for our animals. There you go, planting out our farm, creating a little bit of a forest, creating diversity, creating sustainable wood and heating for us, and also hopefully, which is our grand plan, is to add matter back into the soil, creating beautiful topsoil with everything that they drop. All the leaves and the bark and the limbs will hopefully create some beautiful topsoil.